Guys, we're about to turn this into wash, which is what we use to get our alcohol. There's 18 kilos of sugar, 9 2-kilo bags, and 2 packets of yeast. This is Alcatech Turbo yeast. This time of year I use this, but as it gets hotter I use a different yeast. It's a high temp yeast. I'm going to put sugar into that bucket there, add hot water to it, 1 bag of sugar to 1.5 litres of hot water, dissolve the sugar, then we place it into that black keg there. Once it's all in there, we add cold water, bring it up to 40 degrees Celsius, add the yeast, stir it in, then wait for that up there to start bubbling. And then once the bubbling stops, we then put him down into the keg down there, put that up there, which is the still head, and we fire up the gas down there, and we make alcohol. Well, that's all the sugar dissolved, 18 kilo, about 1.5 litres of boiling water per 2 kilos. Now we've got to add some cold water to it and wait for it to get to 40 degrees, and then we can add the yeast. Well guys, we're very close to the 40 degrees, we're actually at 41. I don't know whether you'll be able to see this, but we'll have a look. We got 41.2. The yeast is supposed to go in at 40 degrees, but I don't think 1 degree is going to make a heck of a lot of difference. I've done it as low as 38. And 40.6 I think was the highest, and it seems to work alright, so I think we might just give it 10 minutes, let it cool off a little more, and then we might add the yeast. Catch you shortly. Well guys, we're pretty close to the 40 degrees now. Just give it another bit of a stir, and then we might add the yeast into it, cap it up, set the airlock up, and should be good. Well guys, yeast is in. Don't know how well you can see that. Let's see if we can get a bit of light in there. Ooh, that's not much good. There's the yeast. Now we just put the lid on it, set up the airlock, wait for it to start bubbling. Well, there we go. All capped up, airlock's in. For those that are wondering what the hose is about, these things have a notorious habit of foaming up and making a big mess everywhere. So me in my wisdom stuck a hose in there, plugged it up with some blue tack, and that runs down and goes into that bottle down there. So any overflow goes in there instead of making a mess everywhere. Now we just wait for it to start bubbling, and then wait for it to finish bubbling, and then we cook. Cheers for now guys.